General Jaswal, what do you make of this current atmosphere? What do you make of this current atmosphere, the virulence of the propaganda? You've heard the Chinese gentleman speak as well, and this happens right before the Corps Commander level talks. I want to bring it back to the ground for a moment here. General Jaswal.
Yeah. First of all, psychological warfare is a very important element of military strategy of China. And that's the reason it has got cyber warfare units as part of the organization. Now, as far as the government is concerned, Global Times undoubtedly has been the mouthpiece of China as far as psychological warfare is concerned. I would like to quote, even in 2008 or so, was it? Yes. That's a time Global Times had said that time has come to break up India into 20 smaller states so that India is destroyed. This is the kind of rhetoric, which starts off with Global Times. Now, I will also go back to 62 war, how psychological warfare is played. Way back in March 62, the first statement which came out from China was, don't play with fire. They were threatening India. In August, it said, don't play with fire, you will get burned. Now, all these theatrics which are going on, all these kind of, Bollywood movie types of tank versus tank battle, etc., this is nothing but trying to create a psychological impact on the Indian soldiers. Our Indian soldiers are too well hardened. Secondly, with due respect to Mr. Einar, I just want to say something. Mr. Einar, it is unfair. If China says something to India, we are supposed to absorb it. If we respond something in our defense, well, China is supposed to take it very seriously. That's your viewpoint. I don't think countries deal that way. Everyone takes his honor, his country's honor very seriously. It has been the fault of China that it's got a philosophy of the palm and the five fingers, of which Ladakh is one of them. And as part of that philosophy, it has come in now, and now it is saying, oh, I'm a holy cow. No way. I have been to China for 14 days on official visit, and let me assure you one thing. I went to Inner Mongolia for a huge exercise which was there as an observer, as part of the delegation. Well, the kind of tactics, the way that armored formation was being used out there, the present Army Commander, Northern Command, was a defense attaché out there. General Joshi, he was a colonel, I called him. I said, if this is the way they are fighting, I think it is a hell of a low level of tactical thinking. Another DA from another country, he came, I wouldn't name the country, he says, Joe, that's what now General Joshi, if this is the way the Chinese are going to fight with the armored formations, you need not fear an enemy. That sums up the entire, this psychological warfare which you're trying to portray out there. Okay. Let me tell you, we have got distinct advantage in Ladakh as far as mechanized warfare is concerned. Okay. Let China.
I just want to pick up on one of those important point. As far as advantage or disadvantage, that may be for a separate day. But about the things that have been said on both sides and the way the other side is receiving it. Would you like to answer that, Einar? General Jaswal says, you sort of talk about how the Chinese people take things very seriously. What about India? Do you think India doesn't take what China says seriously and doesn't get offended by the things that the Chinese say?
Yes, I would say. I mean, the Indian press does not take anything very seriously in terms of what China says. I would argue, that the general is right. Both sides should take what each side says very seriously. Now, you like to say it's a free press. They can say anything they want, all right? And that's fine. But for the Chinese, that does not translate well. They're used to a press which says what the government wants them to hear. Now, the Global Times, remember, is not aimed at the internal audience. It's aimed at the external audience, right? They get angry just like you get angry, and they respond. Unfortunately, this is not the right approach. A tit for tat will get you nowhere except more tit for tats. So at this point, it's time to break the cycle, start having adults in the room, discuss how to solve this, as opposed to how to ratchet up feelings and try to justify it.